Welcome everybody to a cemetery channel. I'm a Florida Golden Girl, your host. At the time of this recording, it's the 3rd of January 2026. It's a new year. The time's 10:30 in the morning. I am on my way up north. I'm going to be in the town of Paisley, Florida. I'm going to be doing a special tribute video to a fellow Florida YouTuber that died on the 22nd of December. His name was Adam Williams, better known as Adam the Woo. Adam had two channels. He had Adam the Woo channel and he had the Daily Woo. Adam was one of the original YouTubers. He has been YouTubing since 2009. Adam was a favorite of me and this guy right here. Adam really, like many others, you know, that went through bad times or couldn't travel with him, we were one of those that went along for the ride. And now I'm going to do a tribute video to him. We're actually mimicking a video that he did. He did a backroads video quite a few years ago. And he, you know, it's just was a part of his nature to do things like that. But what we're doing is we're just doing this in tribute to him. I never knew Adam personally. I have met him a few times. We would meet him at the Grand Floridian. He liked hanging out at the coffee shop or near the pool area. We've seen him at Epcot a few times. And so his death was very tragic. They don't know how he passed away, but people are mourning him, and I wanted to do something in tribute to him. And so this is what we're doing today. I would like you to come along and join us. Shall you? I'd like you to formally meet my co-host on this adventure. There he is, folks. It's my sidekick.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Are you having a good day?
It's a nice day. Very, very calm and quiet out here in Sorrento.
So we're traveling through Sorrento, and have you enjoyed the scenery so far? Because
we've never been up here. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty pristine, just like Florida in the 80s and in the 90s. Everything down close to Central Florida, Windermere and all that. The good old developers are building everything up there, and it doesn't look like really Florida. This is Florida right here.
Yes, it is. So we, like my sidekick said, we're going through Sorrento. We're doing some of the back roads, which is like the best way to go. It's not crazy. You don't have many of the crazy drivers. But the cool thing is that we're seeing things that we've not seen before. I think I've mentioned a while ago, we are looking to move. Where we live, the greedy property developers are building more apartment buildings. The apartment buildings bring crime in. And then it's just so crowded and packed. We live near schools, and the kids are becoming feral and doing what they want, and there's not a day that don't go by where it's not the peace that we once knew in our area. So we're scouting other locations, and this is a contender. It's quiet, absolutely quiet. You're away from Orlando, and this is kind of what we're looking for, you know, just a little bit of peace and quiet, you know, in a decent area. So we have probably 5.6 miles until we reach our destination. Okay, folks, here we are. We're in Paisley, Florida, and we're going to be checking out a special grave. Folks, this is Ponceannah Cemetery. And Ponceannah Cemetery is a very small cemetery that is on County Road 45. And I will do a separate video of this area. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a special grave. Huh. We'll have to I just seen an interesting grave I need to check out. We'll be doing that shortly. Let's go find this grave. I wonder if this is it. Yes, it is. Okay, folks. So one thing Adam the Woo really loved was Disney. And so he found out that the graves of Walt Disney's mother are buried here in Paisley. And that's the graves that we are visiting today. So these are Walt Disney's maternal grandparents. These are the parents of Walt's mother's parents. They are Charles and Henrietta Call. So this is a really nice marker. He had this erected. Charles Call was born the 27th of March of 1823 and died January the 6th in 1890. So his death anniversary is coming up. His wife, or Walt's grandmother, was born July the 23rd, 1837 and died February 21st of 1910. And here's a little thing right here. Says they were the parents of Walt Disney, the grandparents of Walt Disney. The Call and Disney family moved to Florida in 1884 from Kansas. The family settled on land about a mile north of Paisley. Charles and Henrietta's daughter, Flora, married Elias Disney in 1888 and later moved to Chicago, where Walt was born in 1900. As a child and as an adult, Walt was a frequent visitor in Paisley with his Aunt Jessie Callie Perkins. Now, the interesting thing is that Charles Callie was a school teacher, and they were married in 1888 on January the 1st, believe it or not, in Kismet, Florida, which is not far from the cemetery. So it seems as though that the Calls and Disneys both had homesteads and worked around Kismet and Akron, Florida. Those towns do not exist anymore. Everything was incorporated and renamed. But it's interesting how Walt had Florida roots and would later realize that Florida had more to offer. So if you recall from previous videos, a lot of land, Florida was nothing but agriculture. And so if you recall in the previous videos that I've done, where we talked about where pioneer settlers came from other parts of the states because they thought that the weather here and being able to buy up land cheaply was more of a way of families to survive and pass the land down to generations, and which is what was happening. And Walt's grandparents were no different. Being able to buy land and have a farm, while it was a harsh way of life, that's just, there wasn't much for people to do. You know, when you're talking immigrants that came to the land, what were they going to do? They were going to work the land, you know, and that's how they made a living. They grew product for them to eat and survive, had animals and everything, and you know, another part of it they grew for agriculture, and you know, and that's how people made their living. And so it's interesting that various unpaved roads and trails leading to the site of the Disney homesteads are still interesting to note that they're existing. Now, the thing is that this cemetery and the homestead sites are only 50 miles north of Walt Disney World, and close by Disney World is a city called Kissimmee, which sounds like the town Kismet, where Walt's parents were married. Kissimmee is the Native American for Heaven's Place, and Ponceannah is located in a rural part of northwest Lake County near Paisley. And the closest major city is DeLand, which is in Volusia County. And we have filmed the cemeteries in Volusia before. So I just thought it was interesting that I found this cemetery and I found that these were the graves of Walt's grandparents. And so one of the things that I do want to do before I call it a day is I watched one of Adam the Woo's channels, and I think maybe I don't know whether Adam had family health issues or what. That's not for me to speculate. So he did a video. This is something, and he talked about how he wanted to be remembered. And so one of the things he wanted to be remembered by is, so he was doing one of his little walk and talks in St. Cloud, and he's walking alongside of a street, and he's seen some graffiti, you know, like tagging, and he thought, oh, that's cool. He says, wow, he says, what a way to remember somebody. He says, well, he said, if I ever pass away, I hope somebody would tag my initials like Adam the Woo. I'm not going to desecrate a grave, but I will do this. Rest in peace, buddy. You got me through a tough time in my life, and I will forever be grateful for your contribution to the YouTube community. And life goes on, and so must we. I'm just going to let it fly away, folks. But with that, thank you for watching. The vlog is over. How are you? You're just a pretty baby. How are you? How are you? You're just a good boy. 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 You're just a good boy.
That was pretty